Hey, are your joints feeling a little bit cranky these days? Well, join me on this happy joints practice. We'll be doing a mixture of qigong and yoga and mobility practices, all with the view to freeing up and opening up a little bit more space in all the joints of your body and leaving you a little bit more chilled out as you go about the rest of your day. So join me on your mat. Let's get started and have a lot of fun. As you come to your seat, get nice and comfortable. I like to sit on a bolster. Maybe you're sitting on a chair, whatever way you like to start your practice. Find that spot. Take a nice big inhale and a long exhale. Close your eyes and simply settle in. So begin by yielding and softening. Relax through your forehead, your eyebrows, dissipating any kind of obvious tension there. Soften through your jaw, the inside of your mouth. Feel a corresponding relaxation through your neck, across the back of your shoulders. And sinking more heavily down into your hips. Arriving in a state of presence in your body and in your breath. Just feel initially the rise and fall of your breath. And take more of an observational stance of yourself, sitting more towards the back of your head. Observing the state of your thoughts, your mind. Just accepting whatever is going on. It could be busy, it could be dull, it could be calm. And drop your awareness down towards your heart. Observing the feelings of the heart. How are things today there? And again, without any kind of judgment, just accepting what's arising for you today. And lastly, down towards the stomach, the gut intelligence. How are you feeling there? Again, just noticing. And then maybe a common intention today. For the mind, may I be peaceful. May I be peaceful. For the heart, may I be loving. May I be loving. And for the stomach, the gut, may I be free from stress. May I be free from stress. And carrying that disposition with you as you go about the remainder of your practice. Take a nice big inhale. And a long sigh. And welcome once again to your yoga qigong movement practice. As you inhale, open up your eyes, reach your arms up overhead. Just take a little bit of a stretch this way and that way. Oh yeah, make it feel good. And then gently fold forwards and remove anything that you're sitting on. And unfold your legs and slowly come up to a standing position, just taking your time, ragdolling yourself up perhaps, eventually arriving into a standing position. I need to adjust my clothing as I arrive, so maybe you do the same thing. Just give it a little shiggle, a little bit of a shake. And now from here, again, stand calmly, feel a sense of heaviness, a sense of rooting into your feet. Balancing forwards, backwards, side to side. And then let's begin to really center ourselves with our intention. Begin with an inhale, gathering up very slowly all the heaviness, the detritus, the negativity, the blockages in your life, gathering those up and then clearing them out as you bring your hands down the midline, just putting to the side and clearing out all of those obstacles. And then inhale, gathering up all the brightness, the lightness, the peace, the love, the stress-free nature, and letting that wash down and be felt throughout your body. And then one more time to seal it all in, gathering up all that goodness, that brightness, that light, and letting it all center down and in. Nice. From that place, hands can be at your side, palms a little bit forwards, and just start to move our neck here. Lift your left ear up, your left shoulder down. Come back to center, right ear up, right shoulder down. Just a few times, sort of side to side, getting an extension through the sides of your neck. And then go over your right shoulder, look right, look left. Checking for traffic. Hopefully there's no traffic in your room. Side to side a few times. And then up and down a few times. Up and down. Just waking up the neck. Maybe a nice big roll one way and the other way. Dissipating any tension or stuckness through your head. Start to roll your shoulders alternating. So one goes up, one goes down. Rolling your shoulders back, waking up the shoulder joints. And then roll the shoulders forwards a few times. Nice. And then send your arms out nice and long. Turn your right palm up, your left palm down. And then we'll alternate side to side. So this is internal, external rotation of your shoulders. So left palm rotates up, right palm rotates down as far as you can. You might reach a little left. So go side to side, rotating at the shoulder, waking up those poor old shoulder joints. A few times. I feel a little bit of nerviness. I feel that in my left arm. This is a nerve glide, making room for the movement of the nerves in the musculature. Nice. And then pause, bring your hands up, and we'll bring them onto your back. And a few movements here. Lift your hands up, wide, and then bring the backs of your hands to touch your back. So up, and then backs of hands, or fronts of hands touch your neck. So a few times like that. Inhale up, exhale, backs of hands touch your back. Inhale up, exhale, hands touch your neck. Inhale up, exhale back. A couple times. Moving our shoulders in all the various ranges of motion that they have, waking things up here. Nice. And then slowly bring that back down. Moving into your spine now. Lift your left hand up and radiate your right hand down. And left hip is going a little bit to the left. You're really reaching up as you look down. So inhale up. Right hand reaches up, left hand reaches down, and you slide your hips to the right. So we're moving into a side bend of the spine. So inhale up, exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale up, reach and stretch. Feeling that opening through the opposite side of the body, waking up our spine, like I said, a few times. I'm not keeping track of the number of times, just sort of going by what feels right for my body today. Hopefully it works for you. Beautiful. Come back through to center. Pause. Bring your arms up into what's called cactus arms. As you inhale, lift your heart. Take your elbows a little bit back. And as you exhale, dive forwards. Backs of your hands touch and just round in. Your fingertips moving towards your belly button. So inhale up and back, elbows flare a bit, inhale up and in. So forwards and backwards bending of your spine is what this is doing. Opening up all those intervertebral discs in our spine. Making space, warming up the synovial fluids in all of our joints. Such a yummy thing. And here's the last one. And then come back and bring your hands down. Rotation of your spinal column. Send your Left hand forwards, right hand back. So in sort of a stop signy shape. So inhale to center, exhale, push with the right hand, push with the left hand. This is a spine twist, so pushing opposite directions. And from the side, it looks like this. Feeling the spine being nourished as you go side to side. That's nice. And now let's seal it all together with a bit of knocking on the doors of life. So twisting the spine, tap your shoulder, tap your kidney as you twirl side to side. There's so many things we could do in so little time. But the idea is simply to move our body in as many different ways as possible within a short period of time. And really create lots of space everywhere in our body. A few times like that. Feels good. And then pause, hands on your hips. We'll take some hip circles now. So you're sending your hips out and around in one direction. Maybe feeling that through the glutes. They could be big circles or they could be tiny little circles. Whatever, again, feels right for you today. Allow yourself to do that thing. Around and around we go. And go the other way. So what I'm doing here is I'm adapting a bit of classical Qigong joint warm-ups and throwing in yoga type movements, throwing in mobility development type movements. As is, well, that's what's happening in my personal practice. So that's what you get. Feet together, knees together. And rotate your knees, keeping your thumbs on the inside, hands on the outside. Just rotating around the knees. Imagine you're a skier, skiing those moguls. Go one way, go the other way. A few times. Massaging our knees, washing the knees. And then pause, slowly stand up. I'll move into your ankles and your feet here. Try to find a spot where you can see. Option one is to come on the big toe mound of your right foot and simply roll your ankle as loosely as possible. The other is to get more into the toes by stepping your right foot further back, and you're on the top of the toes. You roll across the top of the toes and then flip them over. So here we're massaging both your toes and your ankles, but that may not be accessible for everyone. But find a nice sense of looseness through your ankle, moving one way and the other way, whichever variation you took. And then take it over to the other side. So either just up on the big toe mound of your left foot and rotating your ankle around a few times, or stepping it back and twirling tops of toes, bottoms of toes, around and around one way, and around the other way. There we go. And then pause, standing in the middle, feet a little bit separated, start to shake. So very gentle shaking, hands out nice and wide, a little bit of space in the armpits here. Arms, hands quite loose. And the shaking, your feet are flat the whole time. The shaking as vigorous or as soft as you need. This is another sort of getting rid of the detritus, the heaviness that might be still stuck to us. So shaking, wild horse shaking, it's called in Qigong. Shake, 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 shake. You could put in a little side bend here or there if you like. You could take a little twist if you like. Just keep on shaking, shake, 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 shake. Feels good, I hope. Keep it going. Shake, 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 shake. And then stop. Close your eyes. Let your hands radiate out to the side. Palms roughly forwards. Nice and heavy through your feet, your knees, your hips. Nicely rooted down, but still quite tall through the top of your spine. Perhaps noticing a sense of tingling in your palms and your fingertips. And then we'll begin to gather up that sensation as you inhale. Open your eyes, lift your arms up, look up like you're trying to grab a big old beach ball of energy, and then bring that ball down slowly. Watch your hands come down. And feeling that a few times, inhaling, gathering up, catching that ball, bringing it down, holding that ball between your hands. A few times like that, just gathering, reaching, filling, bringing it back down. Let's just do one more. You could continue like that for quite a long time if you like. Bring it down, and then hands roughly in front of your abdomen, and begin to really finely sense that buzzing, tingling between your fingertips. Very subtle movements in and out with the hands. We begin to feel the shape of that ball of energy. Almost like a magnetic resistance between the hands. This chi ball or energy ball. And as you sense that, very gently guide it towards your low belly. One hand stacks on the other, close your eyes again, and collecting and feeling all of that energy being absorbed, that positivity, into the lower dantian, the sea of chi. Lovely. And then slowly open up your eyes. Let's connect with our breathing here. Your feet can stay apart a little bit. As you inhale, bring your hands up. As you exhale, bring your hands down, interlace your fingers, press your palms down. This could be called like a protection cycle. Inhale, hands up, still palms pressing up. Exhale, hands out wide. So we're creating an umbrella of energy around us. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands down, interlace your fingers. And now as you're inhaling, bring your hands up and twist to your right. Stay looking to the right as you exhale, bring your hands down to the sides of your body. Inhale, hands up, gaze forwards. Exhale, bring your hands down the midline, interlace your fingers, press your palms down. Inhale, up and twist left. Exhale, hands out wide. Again, inhale, hands up, face forwards. Exhale down the midline, fingers interlaced. So we'll do this in those three directions again. Inhale up the midline. Exhale, creating an umbrella of protection around us. Inhale, hands up. Exhale down the midline, interlace your fingers. And then start turning to the right. Make an umbrella of protection here. Inhale, hands up, face center. Exhale down the midline. Working in the shoulders and fingers as well. Inhale up, twist left. And exhale, hands wide. Yum! Inhale up. And here, just palms face down. Bring your hands down the front of your body. Beautifully done. From the top of your mat, take a nice big inhale. And exhale, fold all the way forwards. Start to work into your hips a little bit more. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to take your right leg back, a long step, and drop your right knee down to the ground. You can have your back toes tucked or flat, whichever works best for you. Bring one hand, another hand onto your forward knee, your left knee here, probably. And then start to draw little circles with your left hip in one direction only. Right now I'm going sort of a clockwise motion with my left knee a few times. And then go the other direction, counterclockwise. feels good. And then bring your hands down. Walk your hands back and let your toes lift. Half monkey, this is called. And then walk forwards and really compress that left ankle. So walk back, lift your toes, engage the muscles on the back of your leg. Walk forwards, compress. Walk back, extend. And again, walk forwards and compress. From here, inhale both hands up, tuck your back toe, and then, this is a little bit tricky, step to the front of your mat, hands swing behind, and then as you inhale, come up, and then inhale again, and a long, do that a couple times. So inhale, inhale, exhale, and again, inhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, wash your hands down the front of your body. We'll do the other side now. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale your left leg back, left toes tucked at some point or flat. And then back knee down. Hands onto your knee. And again, little circles of the hip and the knee, mobilizing your right hip a few times, clockwise. Nice. A few times counterclockwise. How's it going, guys? Or people, folks? See, I can say that word. My name's Guy. I tend to call people guys. But whomever is there, lovely to have you here. Lovely. And then slowly, let's bring your hands down. Walk your hands back. Let your toes lift up. Drag your heel back. Where'd I go? Come forwards. Compress your ankle. Roll back. Toes lift. Heel drags. A few times like that. Compressing. Extending. Let's do one more. This leg kind of wants it. Compressing. Extending. Now with your back toes tucked, inhale, hands up, and as you exhale, step forwards, hands swing behind, and then we're going to do 3 double inhales. Inhale, inhale, and inhale, inhale. Last one. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, wash your hands down the front of your body. Continue with these lunges. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, right leg back, right toes tucked, right knee down to the mat. And now we'll take your left foot more off to the left side of the mat. Toes turned a bit away from you. And your left hand inside. Take your right hand over onto the floor away from you. And then we'll take your left hand, lots of movement here, and press on your inner left knee, pressing your knee away from you, but also resisting. So press your knee into your hand into your knee. Create a lot of muscular activation here as we try to open that hip into external rotation. Nice and strong, nice and strong. Press, press, and press in both directions. And then slowly soften. Walk your right hand in, bring your right hand up with your left hand, and then we'll keep that right hand outside your knee. Just gently twist, looking over your left shoulder. So I want to keep that hip drawing back and in, knee drawing in, draw your belly in. A little bit of a kneeling twist. Yum. And then slowly unwind. Bring your hands down. We'll step that left foot back. Keep your knees wide and slide into child's pose, letting your bum sink between your heels. Hands creep forwards just a little bit. And melt here for a few breaths before we go over to the other side. Yum. And now come back up and simply step your right foot forwards to the edge of the mat, right hand inside the right foot. Take your left hand off onto the floor somewhere. And then bring your right hand to your inner right knee. And start to press on that knee. Keep your foot flat here. Press on your knee. And let your knee press into your hand. So create a good sense of muscular strength into that right hip. Nice and active. It's really strengthening that will build mobility and stability over time. Traditional yoga practice tends to build more endurance than it does strength. So we need to add in these sort of muscular resistance kind of practices to have a nicely rounded physical practice. Guides view anyhow. Press and press and press, and then slowly soften both hands up onto your right knee, and then start to turn to the right. I like to use my left hand outside the right knee. Twist, and again, knee presses to hand, hand presses to knee as you twist. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. Find the stability. It's not an easy shape. And then slowly unwind. And again, step back, knees wide. And this time, let your heart, rather than your forehead, let your heart melt down towards the ground. Hands creep forwards, heart melting pose. You can feel this in your mid-back. Maybe your chin is on the mat. Or if frog pose where your knees are even wider, that could be an option from here as well. Yum. And then slowly, let's rise back up. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Come into the dreaded squat pose at the back of the mat. Feet wide, heels turned in, hands at your heart. And then inhale, simply stand up. And exhale, bring your hands wide. From the middle of your mat towards the back of the mat. Bend your knees, feet together, and jump off your mat. Nice. So here, the inner edges of your feet roughly parallel to one another. Moving into something more traditional yoga-like. Open your arms out wide and pivot on your right heel as you bend your right knee. You'll find yourself in Warrior Two. So gaze now towards your right hand, Warrior Two. We're going to dance the warrior. So as you inhale, straighten your front leg. Watch your hands come up overhead. Your hands touch. And then watch your hands come down to your heart. Bend your right knee and look again to the right. So a few times like this. Inhaling, straightening and reaching up. And exhaling and returning to Warrior Two. Quite simple. Inhale up. Exhale down and through. We'll go to the other side. Inhale, hands up. Rotate on your right heel. Rotate on your left heel. Warrior Two to the left. And again, inhale up, straighten. Exhale down and through. Warrior Two. Two more. Inhale, straightening. Feel that in your hip. Exhale down and through. And last one, inhale up. Exhale down and through. I can see some chatter. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm not sure what's happening. Beautiful. Inhale up, pivot on your heel, and then pivot on the right heel again. Back down we go. So side to side this time. Inhale up, pivot right heel, pivot left heel, come down. Inhale up, pivot, pivot. Exhale down. Again, inhale up, pivot, pivot, exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to your hips. A little bend in your knees. Jump your feet together and go side to side a few times while I glance at the commentary. Okay, just comedy. That's good. I was worried it was something technical. So side to side a few times. And then from this place, let's just slowly come down onto our bum, sitting on the ground. Extend your legs out front, nicely extended out front here. Looks like my mic is in the way. I'll sit off to one side here. Beautiful. Take your right foot, bring it into your inner left thigh. Press your foot to your leg, leg to foot. Reach up, fold forwards, reaching for your shin or the floor or your toes. Really extend through your heel, back of the knee down. Find a good sense of extension and release through the back of that left leg. This is a variation on what's called Janu Shirshasana, forehead to knee pose. And indeed, that might be an option for you to tuck your chin and try to put your forehead on your knee. That's just an option. And then slowly come back up. Take that right knee, lift it up, and place your right foot just outside your left knee. Reach up again, fold forwards again. We're going to get more of a pinch this time into that right hip. Marichyasana prep, this is called. Folding forwards a little bit. Really press your foot down, extend through your heel. And then again, come up. Jump your right foot outside your left knee. And either keep that left leg long or lean to the left and fold your foot in. Sit up nice and tall, seated twist. Left hand outside the right knee, right hand behind you. Lift up, twist. Stay nice and proud, nice and calm. Remember our little mantra and intention at the start. May I be peaceful, may I be loving, may I be free from stress. Twist. And then slowly unwind and offer a little counter twist. Come back through center, extend your legs out nice and long, give them a little shake. And let's do those few poses on the other side. So left foot to inner right thigh, press your foot to your leg to your foot. Lift up nice and proud, and then fold forwards over top of that leg. Gazing towards your foot, maybe you hold the foot, floor, shin. Maybe you tuck your chin, maybe you don't. But really find that sense of extension, engagement through the back of your right leg. Oh yeah. And the muscle on my upper right thigh is quivering here. It doesn't like to stay fired up, but try and fire up those muscles here. And then slowly rise up. Left foot outside the right knee. There's a bit of a gap there. Reach up, fold forwards, offering now a compression into that left hip. Folding in as best you can. If cramping is happening, it probably means there's a weak muscle in there that needs a bit of strengthening. Typically that's what happens. A cramp is an indication of a lack of strength. So trying to find containment into that sensation. Yum. And then slowly sit up. We'll jump that left foot outside your right knee. Maybe lean to the right and fold your right foot in. Sit up tall. Right hand pulls your left knee across the body, belly in, and seated twist again. Looking over your left shoulder. Pull your belly in. Yum. And then slowly unwind and counter twist. And then send both legs out front, give them a little bit of a shake, and then find your way onto your back. So bum roughly in the middle of the mat. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Really squeeze those legs in quite firmly. And then take your knees into big circles. I'm drawing my knees up the midline and then out wide a few times. Again, focusing on mobilizing your hips, and then go the other way, down the midline, out wide a few times. Nice. And then place your feet on the mat and walk your feet in so you can just about touch your heels with your fingertips. And we'll reset your spinal column here. So I call this rising and falling bridge. As you inhale, press with your feet and slowly lift your spine up and your arms way overhead. So once you're done your inhale, your torso's lifted and your arms are way overhead. And then as you exhale, just unwind back to where we started. Spine comes back down slowly, hands touch down. A couple times like that, inhaling, unfurling the spine, spinal segmentation. Press with your feet quite strongly. Exhale to unwind. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale to unwind. Nicely done. From here, take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Walk your left foot in. I like to do this without using my hands, and then lift your left foot from the ground, driving your left knee towards you, right knee away from you, quite strongly, and then slowly release and do the other side. Left ankle on top of right knee, right foot lifts, right knee drives towards you, left knee moves away from you. Nice and strong, nice and strong. You can do it. You can do it. And then release both feet, flip-flop your knees side to side. Nervous system reset comes next. Both arms, both legs up. Rotate your wrists and your ankles quite slowly. Big circles, as big as you can find. And then go the other direction. Unwinding. And then try to add in a squeezing your hands into fists and then spreading your fingers. Same with your toes. Squeeze your toes, spread your toes. Maybe you can squeeze, spread, and twirl at the same time. Maybe not. And then shake it off again, that wild horse shaking. Shake your wrists, shake your ankles. Shake. Dissipating any residual stuckness or negativity. Just get rid of it all. Shake. And then slowly, feet down, arms down. Nice big inhale, long exhale. Savasana. Close your eyes and sink into the feeling of the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead, your eyes, the back of your neck. Soften in your shoulders. Soften in your hips. And simply watch here again the rise and fall of your breath. Inviting in a slow and deliberate pattern of breath. Really relaxing. And then from that more relaxed place, observing again. So situate your awareness more behind you, as it were, observing your mental state now, without judgment, just noticing. May I be peaceful. Noticing your heart, the sensations and the voices of the heart. May I be loving. Noticing the abdomen, the area of the gut, that deeper intuitive intelligence. May I be free from stress. And then from that place, take a nice big inhale. A long sigh. And thank you so much for sharing this space and sharing your practice with one another today. May you be peaceful. May you be loving. May you be free from stress. I hope you had a lovely practice, and I look forward to serving you again soon. Namaste. Well, I don't know what happened there, guys. I've been upside down. Why would that be? Oh well. Magic. Yoga powers. That is strange. Everything looked great from this end. I'll have to look at the replay and talk to those technical folks again. That's really annoying. I apologize for all of that. Oh man. That sucks. Oh well. Hope you had fun, or at least a little giggle to start your day. I did also record this entire episode, and it will be available on other channel probably towards the end of today. So if you want to try it the right side up, that was filmed with a completely different camera. So anyhow, strange stuff. Lovely to have you all here. Donations gladly accepted, if that makes any sense. That was really weird, because I'm projecting through my iPad is what I did. Anyhow, good to have you all here. I thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Debbie. So lovely to have you here. Next week, normally I do this on Tuesdays. Next week I will be in a place called Tofino on Tuesday. So my plan is to offer this same class or this type of class on Wednesday next week. And then I will, oh, thank you so much, Judy. That's really gracious of you. Then in 2 weeks from now, I'll come back to the Tuesday 9:15 time slot, or 9:15 Pacific Standard Time. That's very nice. Thank you so much, Patricia. Well, I don't know the technology these days. It's crazy. So I'll be back next Wednesday, and then every following Tuesday from there. When it comes to summertime, still figuring out what I want to do there. I'm going to go for a long drive to visit my dad in northern Saskatchewan. So there'll be a few weeks for sure where I'm not offering practices over the summer. Christy, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, Savarna. If you go to my profile, there's other ways to donate. So just so you know, like usually if somebody donates, just so you know, I'll end up getting, through this platform, I'll get about half of what you donate. So some of it goes, or quite a bit goes to Inside Timer. Some goes to the Apple App Store, and a fair chunk goes to PayPal before I see any of it. So there are links elsewhere that if you feel like donating more to me directly. Claims I get 80%. Well, that's just not the case. It ends up, in the end, I get slightly over 50% is what I end up, and that's fine, whatever. It's, you're supporting, by supporting the platform, you are supporting others who can't afford to do yoga or meditation practices. So your donations certainly help a whole bunch of people out there. So I'm not trying to be greedy here. It's just letting you know what the facts are. 8%? No. That's 8. In the end, after all the different people have their hands in the pie, I get 50, 55%. Thank you, Christy. And as I said at the beginning, why do I do this? I think yoga and all of that is so valuable, and the more people I can reach, regardless of being compensated, the better, right? This is a really useful life skill, life practice, and it needs to be shared widely. So happy to do that. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and hopefully I'm not upside down next week. Thank you, Jess. Good to have you all here. Take care.